I am currently working on the leaves here on the outside edges where the roses will be. And it calls for 6 strands, which this in itself has 6 strands. So it calls for 6 strands of the thread and to use a satin stitch. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by leaving some waste yarn, which means just starting a few inches away, and we're going to have this tail on the front, but it will just be temporary. And then a satin stitch normally is 1 from the back, 2 to the top, and then work back and forth in a row. But since this is not a straight rectangle, this is a teardrop shape, you can be a little more creative. As you can see on this one, I have worked several this way, back and forth. And then I went here and working underneath these strands, and then I worked the center underneath those strands. I've also taken and done this satin stitch back and forth, and then I came across on the edges. I worked the satin stitch across, and then I also did that. So you can work your leaves just about any way you want. So as we start the satin stitch, I'll just show you really quickly. We're going to work on the outside edge, kind of down to here where it starts to curve in. We're going to come right in on that same line. And then we'll go to the point. Bring it to the point so that we cover the line. See, that covers it really neatly. And then I will do that again right next to where I came in the last time. And then we will go right beside it. See, right there. Okay, now I want to do that on the opposite side. So basically, I'm just completing the satin stitch in smaller sections. Instead of working all the way across, I'm going back and forth. So I'm gonna go up here to the top again. And then right beside it. And sometimes you can go up under the current threads. There's no written rules that you can't do that. Just make it look as neat as you can. And then sometimes you gotta give it quite a tug. Okay, see how neat that looks as we begin? And then I'm going to go back to the right side. And instead of going all the way up, I'm having to work around this other leaf here. And instead of going all the way to the top, I'm just going to place my needle right under the edge of where these come in. So see, I don't have to worry about going all the way up to the top. And then one more time on this side should just about finish the right side. So then this should finish up the second side. I'm sorry, the right side. And then we'll go over here to the left side. And like I said before, you can just kind of go under. You don't have to go all the way to the top, but you can just go right underneath the thread there. And then one more here at the bottom on this left side, and this should complete the leaf. Now, whenever all of your leaves are complete, you're going to split your thread. And remember how I told you there were 6 strands? you're going to want to take 2, so that would be 2 ply. And in the instructions it says take 2 ply and just go from here to here. It just adds the extra little detail that will finish your leaves. So now we're going to take the waste yarn, flip this over, pull it all the way back through, and then you can take and thread your needle and just run it underneath a couple of times and weave in your ends like that. And then do that with your waste yarn, and then you have completed your set of leaves.